guys, what's going on, everyone? Today we want to talk about Intel, the market. You guys can see from our last video, we was looking for Intel to go up and it got snagged. Yep, it did. It got snagged after we did our video. We talked about it. So I can say that we're not surprised that Intel didn't break through this sell pocket back in the beginning of July. Now, Trump comes in, makes a couple of tweets or announcements about how the United States government is going to take a stake, or trying to. They're trying to come up with an agreement, and the market in Intel runs up 7%. Now, is it just a coincidence that the market ran back up to that pocket that we created? No, it's not. Even the news or news-driven events cannot stop where price goes. I mean, this area, this sell pocket was already here long before this news came out about Trump trying to get a stake, or the United States government trying to get a stake in Intel. So why did the market just stop there? Why didn't it continue to go higher? The answer is because that there were sellers right there, and it stopped the progression of the market trying to go up. But needless to say, the only thing that we got incorrect in this prediction could just be the timing, because the market in Intel now is moving within our target of what we expected back in the beginning of July. It's really just that simple. We should have lowered our stop loss all the way down to the low of this last pocket right here, around $19.34, give or take. That's where we should have lowered our stop loss. Now, the strength in Intel back in the beginning of June was very strong when we did our price prediction in July, and the market just wasn't ready to break through that sell pocket when we did our price prediction. And it happens. It will happen. But in the end, you begin to find out, say, dang, I was still right in where I suspected the market to go. Just timing was at the wrong moment. And that's where so many people get mixed up on trading. That's why some people like to say, well, just hold the stock for the next 6,000 years and eventually it'll go up. Because of that timing, it's so hard to try to nail down. Because you can see that this prediction is now sitting where it needed to be. Just that sell pocket was in the way at the moment we did the price prediction. Right? And these buyers here in this buy pocket didn't hold price in Intel. The buyers in this pocket didn't hold. The buyers in that pocket didn't hold. The buyers ultimately came and held price all the way down around $19.50. That's where they were. Okay. So now, let's see if Intel is going to continue to go up, right? We already have this sell pocket here. We're going to get rid of this one. And now the buyers will have to tag this next sell pocket, which in pre-market is already up there at $24.56. Now, you had to go back and listen to my last video about Intel to see where our targets are, because these sell pockets represent those targets. So again, just like the market in Intel was getting restricted on its upward move on this sell pocket, guess what? Expect the same thing on this pocket and on this pocket and on that pocket. Like, that's why we target these pockets when we're trying to take the bag. It gives us an idea of where we suspect the market to go, so that we can make a decision either to continue to ride the market up higher, or we take a little bit off of profit, or we take all of it off on profit. That's it. We appreciate the market dynamics, the efficiency of the market, because it gives us an idea of regular individuals who's outside of Wall Street, of where we can expect the money to go, of where we expect price to go, because they leave us breadcrumbs. They leave us clues and hints off of the price chart to let us know, hey, the market could go here. Because the last time price traded there, the market reacted a certain way, whether it was bullish or bearish. The market reacted, and let price go there again at that level. You would expect the same type of idea. Or you would expect the market to break that level and continuous massive move up. Okay. So we're not going to actually change this price prediction, but the only thing we did change was lower the stop loss. But we're going to continue to go forward with what we thought the market and Intel was going to do, and go back and listen to the last video that we did in Intel in the playlist to see what we talked about in terms of what we suspected the market to go. Because what happened yesterday was another clue to us, telling us that these buyers are really trying to grab control of this price and move it up. That's what they're trying to do. That's Intel's price on the 2. Okay. Here it is on the 3. Intel on the 4. On the 4-day chart, I think you guys can tell that we might find some issues at this next sell pocket. Because back in March of 2025, the market got snagged there and we saw another big reaction. And then our next target would be at this next sell pocket around like 26.30. That would be the next point that we could see the market and Intel get rejected. This is Intel on a 5-day chart. Looks pretty bullish there so far. But we still have 8 hours left. Almost 8 hours and 43 minutes left. And here it is on the week. Okay, so look at this. On the weekly chart, this market in Intel isn't doing anything outside of just consolidating. So this is telling us that this market is getting prepared either for a massive breakout. Look how far the market can run in Intel overall, or a massive breakdown. Now, given the current weekly price bar and how the market is sustaining the sellers, it looked like the market's trying to do a breakout. The only way that we would have to change that stance, that idea, is if this price get rejected on these sell pockets up here. We'll have to change that then. Okay. So I'm actually finished. I'm done. Not changing anything. We're just going to continue to look forward to that prediction playing out. And we'll see how high the market buyers are able to move the price. Let me know your thoughts. Make sure you maintain profit. And as always, trade different.